So now that we've used up a whole bunch of video for absolutely
no reason.
I haven't put that in the vlog. That'll be fun.
I'm fat.
Josh is fat. Cut out the whole bit where Josh called himself fat and I wrote it down.
I'm taking notes. Today's news, Josh is fat.
Josh is fat.
You don't fucking say.
I've been saying that for weeks, though. It's the worst part. So today, me and my friend Josh here.
I'm Josh. This is DJ.
Oh, I wasn't going to introduce myself. I didn't really want people knowing who I am, but fuck it.
If you look right here, that's his TikTok account.
Oh, yeah.
Hello guys, and welcome to our channel. This is like a video cast / podcast type of thing. I'm Josh, this is DJ.
Yep, still DJ.
And we come to you today because we have a lot of knowledge, but no wisdom. No.
Really just nobody to tell it to, and we're tired of talking to each other, so we figured we'd talk to you guys for a while.
Yeah. We have known each other for close to... How old were you?
17?
12.
12?
When you were with Dewey.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Yeah.
You were trying to get a trainer at the time.
No, that was... Yeah, and Scotty was going after camera.
Yeah. Which you both lucked out of that if you guys end up seeing this at all. Dodged a bullet there, guys.
But we're on TV.
I meant them, not you.
Oh, damn.
You'd have been lucky to have...
So how old are you now?
28, I think.
So me and DJ have known each other for 16 years. Over that time, we have acquired wisdom from many people, but the most important people, like his father and his uncle.
Oh, my brother.
So during our video cast or podcast in the future, he's going to bestow upon you people knowledge that his brother and dad gave him.
What I can remember of it, at least.
You were young when they were trying to speak wisdom into you.
Yeah, and
it's like, I don't want to listen.
When you're that young, you know, it goes in one ear and out the fucking other. You know.
So that's what this channel is going to be based on, basically. Just us shooting the shit, giving our opinions and advice in situations that we have been in or we saw somewhere and we would like to discuss it from our points of view if we ever got into that kind of situation.
Talking about, you know, different things that might be going on in the world that people aren't really talking about, giving our opinion, which is fun, right? Because then when you give your opinion, especially on a platform like this, you get all the trolls that come up there and they're like, oh, you're fucking retarded.
Listen here, I'm going to throw rocks at glass house.
Yeah. Thy without sin should
That's it.
should judge.
If you do recognize us, I have another YouTube channel called Vlog Entertainment. In fact, all my social media is called Vlog Entertainment. You can also find us on TikTok, which we're having a competition to see who can get to 1,000 followers. Currently, I'm at 772.
This guy and his birds.
One of my videos hit viral, and it was a pigeon on a car, and DJ got a little upset. DJ is currently at 525. 25, yeah.
That's because I took a break, right? I take like week breaks because I'm disabled. My back hurts. Sometimes I can't get up and move. And the biggest problem is as soon as I come back, I get 100 followers off 2 or 3 videos. So I'm trying to give this guy a chance to at least get to 900 before I start making videos again.
If you want to follow us on TikTok, our names will be under here. He's new to YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with my hands yet. Right?
I don't know what to do.
I have no idea what's going on, you know. I just don't know where they're supposed to go.
But on a serious note, I'd like to take a moment inside of what happened in the Bahamas.
That shit's nuts.
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. It was there for 24 hours, but listen, in a storm, we're Floridians. So most times when we get hurricanes,
we joke.
It's an hour, right?
Joke.
It's an hour, it's maybe 2 hours, the eye's there, the eye's gone, it's done. You know, it doesn't normally sit over us that long, and Florida's built different.
Yeah, it's on an island.
Right, the Bahamas got hit fucking just nasty.
And by the time it actually hit the main Bahamas, it was a Category 5.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to hit us the next day, but it stayed there for another, it's a whole 24 hours.
Which, for the record, Category 5s have been around since before I was born.
The last time that happened for Florida was in 1992, where Hurricane Andrew hit Miami, and it even hit like they hit Bahamas. We just got hit by the outer bands.
Yeah,
and Miami was devastated, as you can see here.
Miami was messed up.
But yeah, we like to have our prayers for the Bahamas, because even after Hurricane Dorian hit, the tropical depression hit them too.
Yeah, right afterwards.
Right afterwards.
Coming right on through now. It's
so DJ said something about this church that he'll take over.
Oh, sorry. I got a text message. So my wife attends Faith Church here in West Palm. They're all over the country. They're taking in donations and supplies so they can fly out next week and try to aid down there in the Bahamas a little bit. So I'm sure Josh will work some of his magic and put their website down here where you can go donate.
Them, and their link would be in the description below.
Right, and if you guys want, you can just go to the church. They do church every Sunday, and in certain places on Tuesday night too, right up the street here in Royal Palm.
If you're local.
If you're local. If you're not local, then the sites are probably the best, or a church near you.
And if whatever city you're living on the East Coast, because that's usually when hurricanes happen, or the West Coast, make sure that you go to your government's website or your local thing to see what you do during hurricanes. Us Floridians like to joke a lot about hurricanes because, for me, I've lived through so many of them, like at least 10.
Yeah.
But when they hit, we're built differently. We have years to prepare. Last time a hurricane hit, besides 2 years ago, before that was 10. We've been here for 10 years. So make sure, people like in North Carolina who don't get hurricanes often, New York, and all the East Coast, you might want to see and actually pay attention to when they want to say evacuate and stuff like that. Us Floridians, we like to party. If it's nothing over a 3, we don't care.
I mean, we laugh our asses all the way to the store and Home Depot to clear that shit out, though. So we do get prepared. We don't.
You should always take it seriously, no matter how much, if you see a meme or anything on TikTok, how Florida likes to kid around.
Yeah.
It's just we're built differently. We get storms every day. We had a regular storm that was worse than a hurricane.
It was 5 inches of rain.
Yeah,
no
flooding, winds.
Yeah, down in Boynton. It all depends on where you are, and things like that. But it's like during the hurricanes, you want to check on your neighbors, make sure they're getting their shutters up. You want to make sure everything's copacetic. Get your water, get your gas,
get your beer.
Get your supplies, your snacks, your non-perishables, and then your non-perishables. And then you always want to make sure if you have animals to have a exit strategy for you and your animals, and always know which room in the house is strongest.
Usually it's the bathroom.
Normally it's the bathroom. Any room without windows,
Because of the pressure of the wind.
Right. A kitchen in the middle of the house, your bathrooms, anything that's sturdy.
So make sure you just pay attention to this.
Right. Well, sometimes they don't tell you something. That's all actually stuff that Dad did tell me.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. That's stuff Dad taught me. It's like you always look, because he's used to earthquakes and tornadoes.
Oh, on the West Coast.
Oh, yeah. You think a hurricane's bad? You should see a Cat 4 fucking tornadoes, finger of God, just come down and pick your house up and take off. Things are nuts.
So, someone once told me something like this, which I guess would be in reference to this. He's like, you can never always predict when you have a flat tire, but you can prepare for it.
That's right.
So it's the same thing with anything in life. You can always prepare. So today's topic we're going to discuss, I guess, how do we put it? What's the word I'm looking for? I just said it outside. Inconsideration.
Inconsideration.
Inconsideration is what we're going to discuss today.
Ugh. I've been guilty of that a lot.
I know.
I was not a good person when I was younger, and
I wouldn't say that. He was just
if anyone hears that, that's my
dog. They're playing.
And the neighbors probably shut her door, so she's pissed off. She don't like the neighbor for some reason.
It's not that you're a bad person. It was just DJ just did whatever the fuck DJ wanted.
Yeah. Well, that makes you a bad person. When you do whatever the fuck you want, it just kind of...
In his defense, he didn't think he was going to live past 19.
But that's true, too. Okay, so my dad told me I wasn't going to make it to 18. So when I got to 18, I didn't know what to do. So I became a good person. Why is that? How is that funny? That's not funny.
So you lived your life until 18.
Basically, and then like everything changed when I was like, oh shit, now I'm 19. I guess I should get my life together.
Yeah, you were a tad bit, when we used to live together,
Terrible.
inconsiderate.
Just come take your change.
Is that what happened to my change?
You know that's what happened to your change.
Well, we all could use a little change in our life.
I've got a bunch of rules
I want to hear the rules.
that I have. Well, one of the rules, we'll have to number them eventually, is don't steal from the church. Like, you probably shouldn't do that.
That's a rule. I thought it was a given.
It's not, though, to everybody, apparently.
Didn't your parents teach you not to take things that are not yours?
Dad taught me there was consequences to everything. Listen, my dad, if you lost your wallet, he'd give you your wallet back, but he took the money that was inside because
So that
it's
way,
finder's fee. So you learned a lesson.
you got your wallet back.
But you got your wallet and your driver's license, and that shit's hard to get when you lose it. Fucking A, I've got one of those stars in the corner of mine now because I've lost my shit, had to do that shit so much. They're like, no, Mr. Griffey, we can clearly see it's you. Okay? So you just go right on ahead. It's gotten so bad they know me at the federal offices. Oh, you lost your license again? Sorry, Annette. It's just...
Did you actually get it back this time?
Yeah. I didn't have a license for years. Got my wife, oh God, when we went to go get my license back,
Yeah.
$1,800
Wow.
because of some seatbelt tickets.
That government wants interest.
I am 6'7". Seatbelts don't fucking fit. And
Will they kill you? Mostly.
me,
For
yeah.
you, around your neck.
Also, wear your seatbelts, okay? It's a law. It does save a lot of lives.
Unless you're like 450, 6'7".
450. Thank you. That's. I appreciate that because that's being generous. All right, I was up to 550 at one point.
Wow.
You know.
Yeah, no, you look thinner than you have. What other rules do you have?
You probably shouldn't bang your friend's mom.
You probably shouldn't?
Probably shouldn't.
Why is there a problem?
Well, because Barney says it's okay if she's wearing leopard print.
Are you going rules based on How I Met Your Mother?
That one is, yeah. That's.
I have one for a plumber. Don't put your hands in your mouth.
Ugh. Can you imagine being a plumber? Like, even after you've washed your hands
Ugh.
and then you go to grab your sandwich, you know that you
Wearing
were
gloves
just right.
to eat
You,
your sandwich.
you were just digging in somebody else's shit.
DJ is married. How many years now?
I'm sorry, honey. She knows I can't remember. I think we've been together 5 and we're coming up on 2 years or 3 years now. I don't know. Marriage is a long time.
Brent's getting married. You can see that in his proposal in my YouTube video.
Oh yeah, congratulations, Mr. Brent.
Next month in October.
I miss you, by the way. I really do.
But in consideration, see, like for roommates or people driving on the road, is that people don't think the way you guys do or how we think.
Pain in the ass is what it is.
Well, yeah, it gets frustrating, but they're never going to understand it because they don't see the same struggle you did.
But speaking of things that piss you off, you notice how them persons always have an answer or an excuse for something? For what?
It's always someone else's fault.
Right. Like,
I have several people like that in my life. Oh, I hate when no one takes responsibility. Okay, let me tell you something about life and how it would be much easier if it's someone yelling at you, the cops, your mother, your whatever. Take responsibility. You keep saying, I don't know, or blaming other people. It's just, whatever you did, take responsibility. Like, yeah, I did it. What about it?
That's like when you get pulled over by police, okay? I know I drive like an asshole sometimes. Okay, I'm not admitting to speeding. I always follow the speed limits. You should too. Okay, but people make mistakes. Maybe accelerated a little bit too fast.
You dropped your cigarette.
You dropped your cigarette. I drop my cigarette sometimes. I'm like, oh shit. And then
Your wife's calling.
Right, your wife's calling.
Hands free, by the way. Hands free.
Yeah, make sure you have your hands free because it's always safer that way. Okay, listen. You fuck up, cool. You fucked up. All right, I fucked up. No problem. I'll do better next time. End of conversation. Now, right, you can get back to what you're doing and try to be better the next time. The other way is now I've got to think of a fucking excuse.
Every time.
Every time.
And you keep getting asked the same question.
Right.
Why isn't your room clean? Why haven't you got a job? Well, the economy sucks. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
It's like, if you want something, you have to work for it.
You have to go out and get it.
You have to get it. You can't wait till it falls in your lap.
When I got my job at Greco.
What the hell's a Greco?
Oh, it's a car company that I'm not plugging. Right? Fuck them people. But when I got my job there, this guy Sean, he was the manager for the parts company.
Department.
Right, the parts department. I wanted to deliver parts. I wanted to be out on the road driving, delivering parts every day.
Get your order, you delivered.
Right. I didn't want to be cleaning cars. I wanted to be taking parts around.
You're a driver.
Every single day, I walked by his office. Hey, you got my job yet? Every single day. Eventually, he got tired of seeing me, and got me a job at the dealership next door. Right? So he wouldn't see me.
You annoyed him into getting a job?
And then he still had to see me every single day because I still drove for them too. Right? He loved me. I was his best driver. He'd call me in the middle of the day to get something done that his other two drivers couldn't do. I'd always make sure got it done for him. I was one of his best drivers. I didn't even fucking work for the guy. Well, he got me the job, so if he called and asked for something to be done, I went and done it.
But he's right. If you need something, just go after it and keep trying and trying and trying until you get it.
Listen, one or two things is going to happen. You're going to annoy them to the point where they give you the job. Or they're going to call the police and get a no trespassing order.
In which you can just go somewhere else and do it.
Right. And then you just start somewhere else until one of the two happen. Eventually, you're going to get the job. Right? Because they can't just keep giving you you wouldn't be able to go nowhere.
Well,
right?
They can. But just hope you have better charisma. You just walk in, hey, you got that job?
Well, yeah, I guess you can't just be like...
Or you go in like, you got that job?
Just all creepy.
Whoa.
Hey there, got that job?
Yeah, work on your charisma and your personality.
I don't know. Every single day I say, got that job? Really like that job now.
Hey, quick question. Yeah. Oh, you know what it is already. So do you have my job?
Have you checked on that?
But it's the same thing from the other side. If you don't take responsibility, and the people in your life who keep asking you the same thing, like you got my job, that's going to happen to you unless you take responsibility for your own self. I think I saw somewhere Will Smith was having a conversation with his wife, and she said, you're no longer in charge of making me happy. I am. He's like, I'm going to retire. But basically the thing is that you're in charge of your own happiness and stuff like that. You're in charge of your own life.
Yeah.
And he also went on to saying fault versus responsibility. Just because it's someone's fault that something happened to you, it's your responsibility of how you're going to take care of it. You can't keep blaming other people, knowing that it might be their fault and the reason why you're in your situation. But you need to figure out and take responsibility of how to get out of your situation. Because the person who caused it can't fix it.
Your problem is not your problem. Your problem is the attitude towards the problem.
That's true. You shouldn't wake up every day going, oh. Well, you can't.
Well, that's different.
But if you wake up with negativity in your life, you're going to have it the rest of your day.
Yeah.
One of the things I saw from a YouTuber called Casey Neistat is he interviewed a Marine, and he said, if you want to change the world, make your bed.
Oh, yeah.
At least when you get home from a bad day, your bed's made.
Yeah.
But in the mindset of that is that you accomplished one thing today. I'm going to go work out now. That's two things before even at 9 a.m. And stuff like that. So take responsibility for your own life and be considerate towards others.
That's like how I felt this morning.
Yeah, it's true. I called him.
I saw a missed call and I just fucking...
I asked him yesterday if he wanted to do this, by the way.
Yeah, and I said yeah. I did say yes. But this morning when I woke up, I was just like, ugh. My back was killing me. I felt like shit. I was like, well, maybe today is not the day. Now, don't get me wrong. My back is still, it's on fire right now. But I'm trying not to focus on it. You see, that's part of the reason I started doing, this with this jackass and the TikToks and things like that. TikTok. And
mine's easy, vlog entertainment.
Right, yeah. Mine's just my name, which don't send me emails. I mean, people are going to and stuff like that. But
back to your topic.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Getting off topic. What was I saying?
Yeah, about getting up in the morning.
Oh, yes. I didn't want to get up this morning because my back was killing me. So, I looked over, saw he called. I'm just like, maybe an hour. something like that, and I was just procrastinating.
And then I texted you.
Then he texted me, and I was just like, well, I can't ignore it anymore. I have to get up and shower and get moving down the street. On the bright side, it did not take that long to pick you up.
No.
It's not that far.
But yeah, in conclusion of that topic is be positive and be grateful of what you have in your life and strive for more. And again, don't be inconsiderate. Think of others. Try to. What it is to be an open mind. You know, that person who just cut you off might be having a bad day, and our first instinct's to flick them off or whatnot, but to follow in their footsteps makes you know better than they are.
That's true.
So take responsibility in your own life. You know, shit goes wrong.
I used to say sometimes, no good deed goes unpunished. Okay, which means just because you're nice all the time doesn't mean the world's going to be. But that's why you have to try that much harder to power through that bullshit. You know, I have bad days, but I just take it with a grain of salt, and I'm like, you know what, tomorrow will be better. And Dad was a firm believer in well, tomorrow's another day, bro.
That reminds me of something that Steve Harvey said. He's a great motivational speaker, also TV host. But he said, if you woke up today, God's not done with you.
Right. He's not done with what
He's not done with you. You were meant for more.
Shit, that's what I think about every time I wake up in pain. I'm like, well, at least I woke up.
At least you woke up.
Right.
And that's part of the consideration of different struggles. People don't take advantage of that when they have been given a silver spoon or taken advantage of their health. They don't wake up going, I wonder how David's feeling. They wake up going, God, I can't believe Sally did not text me back after she went out with my best friend last night. And to them, it's sad. For us, that's stupid.
Right.
But other people, that is the biggest things in their life that's going on right now because they have not even experienced life yet. He's about to turn 30, I'm in my 30s, and yet we still have not even experienced a third of our life.
I still got a long time before I turn 30.
2 years.
That's a long time.
But, you know, we learned a lot as kids, and we're still learning until now. And every day is a lesson. And that concludes our topic. Now for a commercial break.
Oh, yeah, commercials. Gotta have those.
A word from our sponsor. Hello, everyone tuning in. Thank you for watching our podcast. It means a lot to us. Right now, what you're seeing is our TikTok accounts. So if you'd like to see more of us, please just follow us on TikTok. And don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube.
Hi, guys. Sorry there's so many commercials in here. You know the studio producers, they fucking assholes.
I'm the studio producer.
Whoops.
Alright, we're going to start a segment called Being Smart While Doing Dumb Shit.
If you're gonna do stupid shit, at least be smart about it. Such as don't rob banks and then do TV interviews afterwards, because I feel like somebody may notice you.
They may. Don't steal bikes outside police stations.
That seems like a good one, right? Because, you know, I can see what the guy was thinking. He was thinking, hey, you know, they're not going to expect me to just steal a police bike. You know, who the fuck would do that? Because that's insane. Like,
And cocky.
no, you just weren't thinking. Damn the cocky. You're just like, oh well, maybe
Arrest me.
Maybe he didn't know the police station was there. You know, you know, here in Florida we have bums and stuff like that, and sometimes they do shit just to get arrested, so they get a hot meal, and maybe he just needed.
3 hots and a cop.
That's it. Maybe, you know, he's like, hey, they'll really. The problem is they probably kicked his ass. That's the big problem, because I probably would have kicked his ass. Like, I know you didn't try to steal the bike out front of the police station.
I wonder if they'll let him go after that, because you're just like, you need to go get help.
Yeah. They probably took him to the loony bin. He didn't even make it to court. He just went straight to, you know.
Moving on. DJ wants to do a special one called, do you want to do Florida drivers or...
Oh, this is my Florida driver tip of the day.
If you're visiting or if you live here?
If you come here...
Or if you live here.
And you drive like or if you live here and you drive like an asshole, that's fine. You go right ahead and drive however you want, honey. But please, the little stick on the left side of the car normally.
Or a button if you have a newer car.
Or a button if you have a newer car. That is your blinker. Okay, please use that to indicate that you're driving like an asshole. so we can not get hit by you. That would be lovely.
Also, you don't need to make a complete stop while turning.
No.
We're not playing GTA.
That's 2 tips. We're going to save that tip for next time. But you know what?
Well, no, that's an important fucking tip. We need to know now.
Right, you can have 2 tips today. If you're on a road that's at 45 or above, please don't make a complete stop going and taking a turn.
You can slow down.
You're going to get rear-ended.
You can slow down while you're turning.
Fuck 25, 30.
But complete stop?
You're going to get rear-ended, and then you're like, oh, my neck, my back, call 1-800, Freeman Law, whatever it is.
Freeman Law has a 1-800 number?
Probably not. I'm just making shit up. I wanted to do more of these things where we put stuff here. So I guess we put another TikTok here,
TikTok.
Yeah. And that was the Florida driving tips for Florida. for our new
vidcast.
Vidcast.
Now moving on, DJ would like to discuss the wages in our country.
Okay. So really, I don't want to discuss it too much because I don't like doing politics. I'm sure politics will come up here, but I wanted to remind everybody about something that happened a long time ago when Ford was first getting established and growing and things like that. Their workers were
the 1920s.
Was it the 1920s?
Assembly line is like 1919.
Okay, well down here, Josh will put the actual dates. So in 1913,
they had the assembly line. What was the Ford company? The Ford
company started their own assembly line. Assembly line. Yeah,
you had a line of people.
Right, putting piece by piece on down the line.
Whatever they were doing at the time.
Right. But his guys were working 7 days a week and things like that, and he was losing money because nobody was out there buying cars because, well, they were all working. And this was actually happening a lot around the country. It wasn't just Ford and stuff like that. So Ford suggested that, people work 5 days and get 2 off so they can,
And that's what we got, 9 to 5?
Pretty much.
Your normal 9 to 5, you get 2 days off or weekends off at the time?
Yeah. A lot of companies even do 4 days a week instead of 5.
I work 4.
Stuff like that. But it also keeps them under a certain pay grade.
Yeah, depending what it is. So basically, I think what he's trying to say is that no one was spending money. And how the economy works is when you make it, you go back, you put it back into the economy, like laundering.
But now we have the big problem where people aren't getting paid enough, but stuff's right to spend it.
But things are getting more expensive.
Although, fuck you, McDonald's. I'm sorry. Right?
There's a McDonald's cup right next to you.
I know. You see?
And what McDonald's do now?
So, the McDonald's workers want
what, 10 an hour?
No, I think it's up to 19 an hour or some shit. They want.
But where? In Florida? Minimum wage is different in places.
That's true.
Because in
I think
in New York they make 11 to 12 an hour because of the minimum wage.
I don't know. I need to do some more research on this before
the cost of living.
Before I bring it to you.
But the general article said.
But yeah, right. The general article. Damn the article. Okay, y'all want more an hour. Don't forget my damn meat between my buns. Okay, if I order $1,
fries are done.
Right. Okay, how did I order a hamburger and y'all gave me 2 buns with no meat in it? Right? Come on, bro. Come on. Well, earn it, right? Earn that $14, $15.
Earn it. Well, so what he's trying to say, I guess, the economy right now is just all screwed up, and no matter how much you make,
all over the fucking place. People are just like, oh, it's better here and it's better here. Well, it's not better for everybody. People only make. A lot of these companies, like the McDonald's and stuff like that, they only do half shifts.
Yeah, they only do 4 hours.
Right.
Walmart is big on part-time.
Lowe's. I know somebody works at Lowe's who fucking only gets 7 to 11.
Unless you're upper supervisor or shift leader. Yeah.
And then
they'll make you 4 hours and you work Monday that whole week. And how are you supposed to make a...
But then that's the way their way, so they can employ so many people, so at least everybody gets a job.
But the point is that the difference between a job and a career.
Right.
You're not supposed to make it on minimum wage. That was a false dream.
No, but people still have.
But no one else is hiring you to make what you need to live. So people are still $2,000 for a place to live, knowing that no one's paying you that much around where you live.
Or it's they'll only hire you with experience. right? But
I don't have any experience for you to hire me. But then you have to get hired to get experience, but you won't hire me because I don't have experience.
Right.
Fresh out of college, I spent fucking $30,000 in debt.
oh yeah, our country is the biggest debt holder for college.
And tuition goes up every year.
Every single year. If you want to go to a good school like Harvard or some place like that,
You better know someone.
you know what?
You better be that 1%
Yeah.
that knows somebody, or like, oh my god, this guy's gonna fucking cure cancer.
What you should do is you should look that up while you're editing and put like the actual number up here.
How much Harvard costs?
Yeah, how much? It'll probably just be the first month of Harvard fucking.
Well,
college.
tuition first year.
Yeah, and that's if you're not majoring in like being a doctor or a lawyer, which a doctor takes 10 years.
10 to 12, depending on what you're getting, and depending on what you're going for. You could be a dentist, it only takes 7.
Right. There you go.
And that's yeah.
Neurosurgeons like fucking.
But to be a doctor, I don't think it's for the money, it's to save lives, but people take it the wrong way.
Some people do. Some doctors, it's for the money. Like, not all doctors are same.
So we're going to end today's thing with a advice from your uncle, who's no longer with us, who has bestowed upon you so much knowledge, or your dad.
Oh, damn. But, yeah, so just think about what you're fucking doing, bro. Like, try not to be a dickhead all the time. I try not to be a dickhead not all the time anymore.
Anymore.
Do that shit when you're younger and then grow up. Right? Why are you laughing? Sorry. Grow the fuck up, Josh.
Nope, and I'm not growing up, I'm just getting bigger.
Well, that's true. The doctor used to say,
What did your doctor used to say?
what's the point on being so old if you can't act childish sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he meant shooting people for fun though. Don't do that shit. That's ridiculous. Fucking crazies out there.
Alright, so we don't know the name of our channel yet, and we apologize for that. We'll figure it out by the time we post.
Although whoever our first viewer is, if you have any ideas, because I know.
Well, no, it'll be up there before we post.
Oh,
Because we have to make a name for the channel.
well, that sucks. But again, for whoever actually makes it this far, you're more than welcome to. Maybe we can change it.
We can later on.
on.
Yeah.
VAR sucks.
So you put untitled Josh and DJ project.
You just put a bunch of dots until.
dot. Figure it out. Dot.
Can it just be like a fuck ton of dots?
The channel's name is Figure It Out.
Figure it out.
Every time I ask DJ, hey, what are we gonna name it? He's like, figure it out. I'm like, alright.
Oh.
Alright. Again, due to DJ's health issues, sometimes he feels like shit. But we are gonna do our best to post once a week, most likely on Fridays. So that's our thing.
We're recording on Tuesday right now. I believe it's Tuesday. Is it Tuesday?
Yes, it's Tuesday.
Okay, it's Tuesday. So it'll be a lot of our topics and stuff will be from earlier on in the week.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do current things for that week.
Well, he is.
Or 2 weeks, depending. So don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh,
Hit it
yeah.
in the corner there.
Definitely do that, please.
And you can catch our other stuff on TikTok.
I like doing that. That's fun. Don't ever know what to do with your name.
And we're out.